All right, so Karma actually going to be banned this game. T1 on the red side once again. Nocturne. Okay, so Orianna, Nocturne, Ashe. Lucian going to be taken away. I don't know why the Lucian priority is so high over here. They take Aatrox Nami, so will it be Lucian Milio this time around? Lee Sin not banned, so that gets taken early by Lucid. Interesting.
Off the wall, but particularly into compositions that don't have built-in hard engage, like playing into a Nami.
Yeah, I mean,
can actually be really
seems interesting. Although you have to be very concerned because Guma's a Draven player. Like, Draven Nami into Sona might be very scary.
With the as well as some empowered autos. Oh, that's not Draven. Oh, that. Okay, I would have loved the Nila. I feel like Sona does just kind of fold if you have something that can get on top of her guaranteed. That's not going to be the case. It is the Rel, which is, I'd argue, owner's best pick at the moment. Obviously, it's not meta for a lot of.
Okay, Cassante ban, Renekton ban against Kayn. There's the Draven ban. So they are aware that the Draven is definitely a huge risk. It could have just been Draven Nami right there, though. I wonder how this game would have played out. Hui going to be banned for Faker. Annie. Okay, so we've got a bunch of like hard engage, hard CC with Sona and Annie. But they need some sort of, I think they need more carry potential out of the top side. Are they just going to pick Gnar? All right, this is a huge amount of hard CC now with the Gnar. But I don't know, guys. After that last game and Aiming's teamfight positioning, maybe I don't want Aiming as the like big Giga carry in this game. Good pick potential though. And it'll be Caitlyn Nami. Okay. Still seems pretty brutal to play in the bot side with the Sona.
I think it's a little bit scary.
I think it's pretty fun that T1 didn't just select a handshake. You know, they have really thrown a wrench into this draft entirely by picking the Nami away. And generally, it would just be like, okay, well, we're just going to play Draven and, you know, just do whatever, and maybe it's Lucian Milio, but we get to see some new stuff coming out here because
Thanks for pinning the draft, Naja fan.
I would have loved to just pick Draven, though, because I feel like then, like, playing Draven, Nami into Sona seems like the best case scenario.
Yeah, I really think they probably should have picked Draven there. But Caitlyn's still good.
Still up. Like, Rel obviously is the best one, but I think both Maokai and Sejuani were still
Root's insta-win mechanics are so frustrating. I haven't played the game yet.
Gives you a lot of breathing room in other,
By the way, guys, follow on Twitch, subscribe onto my YouTube, please. Appreciate it.
But we get a fun draft, fellas, and that's worth something.
Yeah.
We get Sona, we get Annie, Dplus at the forefront of the meta development. Are they good? I don't know. We'll see. I thought they were good last game, and then they obviously didn't manage to.
These two AD carries both love that pick as we hop out of the rift for game 2.
Dplus Kia, Hana, Durin Set. Dplus Kia, fighting. Yeah.
T1, Hana, Durin Set. T1, fighting.
I'm glad they're back to live gameplay in the studio.
Both ends of the register.
The fans are out in force. Hopefully they will actually be soon.
Do you have a Discord channel? I do, but I haven't. I need to like revive it from the dead.
And we did the fan chants, so it counts.
Halo. Oh, is he just gonna go lethality?
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. There's no real front line on the enemy team. If you get a lead on lethality Kane in particular, it can be really something. Could it, of course, also be just for the early trading? But generally, with Halo Blades, I would imagine that you want to look towards specifically lethality. Lethal tempo on Caitlyn just feels so insanely strong when you get to the later stages of the game.
Eldritch Horror is a game I like as well. You know, when I go skiing with a bunch of people, we play Eldritch Horror and Secret Hitler with large groups of people. Those are really fun games.
As you do. But yeah, the first few trades not going to be very fun. Do see here, unsurprisingly, a lot of scorching going on. PTA also for aiming. Not playing with Nami. We generally see Lucians go for this rune, obviously able to proc it really quickly. I want to see this bot lane.
Yeah, playing Secret Hitler while drinking with like 12 people is peak entertainment.
Has not played this pick this year, and far, it looks like this is going pretty well.
And I like, you know, with family and friends, I also play like Azul and Codenames.
As it has been exactly 356 days since Kellen himself won against Home Life Esports Life at the time, as they hit level 2 and can't quite hit much afterwards.
He is a real enchanter enjoyer, I think, Kellen.
Yeah.
Was at once upon a time also contesting for the title of our best Renata, but in general, I think his worst performances have been on. Not that he's at times where he's good in engage reports, but really, his Worlds performance I think really was the standout in unfortunately a negative sense. As Guma, he doesn't pick Caitlyn often, but when he does.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best Caitlyn players in the world. So, you know, if you can't get the Draven, I guess they figured they would go ahead and pick the Rel because they could play the Caitlyn here. And Good was probably like, well, I can play either Draven or Caitlyn. They're probably not going to ban both of them.
So just like,
yeah,
no.
So already having to recall early though hurts bad. It gets a refillable pot.
Lux lane went wrong, and
I can only imagine it's like against Nongshim and it's Jiwoo and Neil, like something like.
Yeah.
There's no way that they pick Caitlyn against like Genji and then lose, right? I feel like that is a very specific type of scenario. Already the early levels feeling great here for the Caitlyn Nami. First play picked up, right on track, and Kellen not able to get anything going here early on.
Do I ever miss Korea? I'm literally in Korea right now.
Doesn't get spotted. Been big.
So not currently.
Faker's already TP'd, so right now sitting on a pretty big health lead. We'll see if Lucid is able to actually take this away. Does have a smite available and Owner doesn't, so should be completely fine. We'll just take that and it'll be an even trade. Doesn't spot the ward.
But do you miss it? No, Susie. I find myself perfectly contented with Korea at the present point in time.
Not going to continue that trade. Started off pretty well.
Wonder what the build from Kellen is going to be as well. If he's going to go for...
Which part of Seoul do you live in? I don't live in Seoul. I live in Incheon.
Last game, as I love personally having an exhaust built into my Champions kit, as we saw there. Really happy you went for this Sona skin as well, because it really doesn't get more obvious in terms of finding yourself an indicator than damage down. So with Sona, if you get the empowered auto on her, I think it's her W. Yeah, then the damage reduction is kind of insane.
It's large.
Are there any places to ski and board in Korea? I mean, they did have the Winter Olympics here, so yes, but the skiing's pretty shit. It's all fake snow. I've been skiing at Pyeongchang, where the Olympics were held. I probably will go skiing next year. Like, I've been invited by some of, like, Achilleos and Atlas, but I just couldn't go because we had a new baby. What I really want to do is go to Japan to go skiing, where the skiing is much better.
After the little might denied him the Q steal, and Owner will just take 2 and go away.
Lucid got his 1. That's all that you'd really want to ensure. We've still not seen the Grubs be really getting... If we had a top lane split push meta, I feel like they would be much more important, but that's the...
And T1 is very good at using 5 or 6 scrubs, but it's just not worth it, especially because you can just take one, and that forces a really awkward decision onto your opponent, which is like, how much do I want to prioritize getting the second set of grubs where I definitely have to get all 3 to get to 5? And, you know, if the other jungler just walks up and smites one, then I only get 4 and life sucks. So, you know, getting 1 pretty much shuts down the strategy because it just becomes too risky to go for all of the next 3.
Behind, like, very far. We're talking like 2 kills, 20 farm. I mean, he was pretty close to that in the last game.
I mean, he was, though.
But... yeah, I guess even then, you know, you just press your Q3 onto the AD carry and it's all good. I mean, that's just the Aatrox way. The fact that you can have such survivability while doing an intense amount of damage is allows him to stay relevant.
How did I decide to move to Korea to cast LCK with Doa? Because it was a fucking life-changing opportunity, so I went and did it.
The W stun comes through and Faker...
Ooh, okay. I mean, Ari into Annie feels probably not very good because basically she can stun you, right? And if you dash in, like if she has full stacks and you dash in, she just like fucking Q stuns you, and that's it.
Zoner gets followed up on, but he will get away. Credit to Showmaker.
I mean, Faker looked really good until the last game.
Not gonna be able to.
Credit where credit is due. Zeus was also the best at actual lethality Aatrox, you know, the Duskblade Aatrox.
I mean, that's crazy though that he just walks up in this situation, right?
Ooh, flash forward.
I guess he thinks like, I guess he thinks, oh, Tibbers is already down, but he's taking a huge amount of HP damage, and he's trying to get his orb across the 3 remaining minions, but he ends up having to use ult, flash, and then it's, you know, flash over from Lucid to finish the kill. Showmaker can't restack his stun fast enough, though, but pretty sloppy. I mean, I guess he did get 2 flashes for 1, but...
Wonder if the burn would have been enough, but Lucid there flashes over the Q to ensure that they actually get the lockdown, and Faker, of course, being Ahri, is highly mobile, so they wanted to just ensure that they did, in fact, get the kill.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he levels up from those minions because he was already 6.
And if it was
so
just the Dirk,
there's still no point.
And lethal tempo, I would imagine it's just for laning power. As we take another look, that's some
Yeah, he gets the bomb dropped on him early, the Tibbers bomb.
He did press R.
He pressed R with full stacks.
Faker's like, it's fine. I need these minions.
And then he just walks back in, even though he sees Showmaker is fully stacked up again. All right, well.
I think flash W, and then here's, yeah, actually, I don't think he would have died. So nicely done. Otherwise, he could have made his way over the wall. A little moment of redemption there for Lucid. As the bubble. Ooh, Callan is low.
Owner
levels
see
up.
If he can get it done. The Q is going to miss. Flashes the jump. And with the calling, that is going to push them away. Kellen now down a flash and a heal. Area trading the heal, I suppose.
Oh, and because of the Faker roam and the opportunity for a redive, they...
Thank you, Galapagos Finch.
Lucid is towards the top side of the map, but...
For your Twitch Prime sub.
At least they survived the initial blow. They're able to catch the wave, and it looks like T1 doesn't want to risk it. Tier also picked up by Kellen. This is something that we see very often on Sona. Don't even necessarily need to build it into anything, but their mana cost can be quite rough to deal with, particularly in the early game before you get any mana regen items. I'm gonna try and be able to spam as much as possible. As we do have Lucid towards the top side here. King and might be looking for an extended play.
Yeah, he definitely is trying to get something done. Owner's on the way as well, but pretty far away at this point. Zeus, World Ender, gonna push them away, just trying to buy time for Owner to get over. And with the flash on the Q, he's just gonna say, never mind, not gonna take any chances. Lane's going decently enough, and I'll just accept my flash.
Nice attempt there from DK. They do get the flash out of it, so successful play. Wave state is a little bit rough here, but King and should be able to TP back with a large amount of money in his pocket. And if he spends that, he should be fine and able to fix it. Might be an opportunity for Owner here, though, to try and punish this Gnar. And if you immediately get the flash out of him, could be a big win, as really crisp timing here from the Rel.
Out comes through, and he elects not to flash just yet. Let's see if he can survive. He's going to flash the Q3, and that will be enough. Keeps a decent health bar as well, and now...
Okay, his triggers and a Drake play on the other side of the map because they see the Rel gank in top, so just cross-mapping.
Stat checking, as they do really need this Drake, and Lucid needs to be a little bit careful. But this
Kellen's not 6 yet. This is dangerous.
And you just go in and you like, no, can't do. Can't do that. Drake will get taken as Kellen takes a bullet for aiming.
Yeah. Not sure how much longer in the game he's going to be able to do that, though, because once the Caitlyn builds a couple items that are lethality,
oh yeah,
that's going to hurt a lot if you have no armor. Lucid continuing to stick around. The dash onto the trap, not the play I was looking for in this game.
Not ideal, Veldes.
But that is going to get his cleanse away, as Lucid once again just being annoying little Lee Sin, let's say. Here comes the World Ender, Zeus.
It's a wave clear roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate that all the minions get feared away.
Yes, 6.
Q's going to miss here from Lucid, and he's up 2 levels somehow. Not sure how he managed that. But,
Faker? Nice trade there. Big chunk. Well, I say trade. Showmaker didn't do anything back.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys remember in the past, the Annie meta was you cast Tibbers on them so that they don't get to play the game. has gotten nerfed quite a bit since those days. She fell out of the meta. But
Yeah, Annie's been played in other regions, though. Like, FBX has played Annie as well. Just as an enabling champion, and particularly for Milky Way.
Yep.
But, I mean, I think the issue this game is, like, we're kind of, like, all in on the Lucian in this game. You know, there is no Smolder. There is no bot lane hyper carry. There is no jungle carry. So it does feel a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be on a pretty long chase. This is essentially a 1v1.
Yeah, I like what FBX has been doing with lots of Karma and, you know, Annie, these kind of picks, but Lucy's just popping off, though. Oh, he got hit by a charm. Nice charm. It has flash back up.
To flash on in to continue that one. It looked insanely cool. It was, but it's not going to save his support. The side of flash away from this one, but here comes Showmaker.
Display.
I mean, Showmaker's TP here is absolutely mega on the deep ward. Just prevents any kind of escape. Double Tibbers stun. Showmaker's been playing really well this split, guys. He's getting trolled by his teammates.
To flash on in to continue that one. It looked insanely cool. It was, but it's not going to save his support, as Lucid can just run away from that one.
They might look for a dive and Guma here. Faker. Joy. Oh, never mind. He's TPing in.
Yeah, he's going to TP. And that is.
Why is the fight even happening? Because we need to walk into river because Owner decides to do a very questionable invade. So he's trying to use bot in mid pressure and Annie recall to take away a red buff, and Lucid is there. And Lucid already has Sundered Sky completed, so he is capable of winning this 1v1. And so that's why we see other players going to the river, but they don't communicate that Showmaker's TP is up, so Showmaker TP's in while they're trying to save Owner from his shitty-ass Rel invade against Sundered Sky Lee Sin, and then he ends up getting Keria killed as well. So really, we blame Owner for invading on Rel with a Knight's... He didn't even have Knight's Vow completed yet.
His support, as Lucid can just run away from that one.
They might look for a dive and Guma here. Faker. Joy. Oh,
What is he want to die? Is Faker just want to... Okay.
And that is going to get them away.
Who is he going to kill? Remember...
Let's see how far he wants to go.
Okay, he's just going to get stunned by Annie?
Comes in, and Guma's just left out to dry. They didn't know that Lucid was still in the bottom side of the map. Rush coming on in. Faker, let's see how far he wants to go.
Faker. Joy. Oh, never mind.
I have no idea what they're thinking. Like, Faker literally sees Lucid here. He sees Lucid leave, and he's going back towards the bot side. They're obviously very concerned about Gumayushi because he's now alone under the turret after Keria and Owner died.
Lucid can just run away from that one.
They might look for a dive and Guma here. Faker.
And so Showmaker's here to make the play. They TP in, so this is where they back off a little bit. But why is Faker going in right now? I guess he sees aiming has no mana, and he thinks they can do something, but Showmaker is still here. Lucid still has kick. He didn't use it in the last fight. And that's the thing about Annie, guys, is that against Ahri, you just have a targeted stun, so... And Lucid has Sundered Sky, so he just autos both of the... He autos... So he just gets a heal here. Then he goes, oh, I'll just auto you. Big heal there, plus Sona heal. Just super wacky that they decide to continue that play, in spite of the fact that they literally saw Annie with a fully stacked stun. And you know, DK's like, nah, I don't want this. And then Faker's like, but what if I just walked at them? All right. Really badly played by T1. Owner trolled though.
So much worse as DK going to pick up so much gold in the bottom lane with this play.
Opportunity Caitlyn. Opportunity Hail of Blades Caitlyn.
As it all starts off with Owner going for an ill-advised invade, and it snowballs into so much more as Kingen doesn't have his flash this time around.
And he doesn't have his hop either. He's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna
just a bit of happy gaming from T1, guys. Don't worry about it.
And he is running so fast on this little mini Gnar, but it's not gonna matter at the end of the day.
Oh, hats off. Hats off.
Nice try.
So close.
The Q, and he is running so fast on this little mini Gnar, but it's not gonna matter at the end of the day.
Oh, hats off. Hats off.
Nice try.
So close. Not good enough, unfortunately. Very important gank there because there was no point of hope for T1 on the map, and now there's topside. So that's something Zeus does actually get.
Did you notice, by the way, Owner put his Knight's Vow on the Aatrox?
That actually is a...
He knows where his bread is
yeah,
buttered.
no, great choice. Obviously, might be swapping it around, but...
Yeah, he'll swap the Knight's Vow around.
So, Owner
What the fuck, Owner, man?
I imagine he was expecting Lucid to go toward the top side.
Just gets conk full procced on him, too. Leeson's just running around.
I don't know who placed that ward. Might have been Callan, might have been Lucid, but that ward absolutely game-changing.
That charm was slick.
Yeah, that charm faker was. The charms have been really on point.
Yeah.
But all it does is extends the...
Thoughts on G2's chances at internationals this year? I mean, I think G2 is the top 8 team in the world right now.
Yep.
So,
That's all we got.
just like last year, I think they can make, like, quarters
Very unfortunate there for Callan.
of an international event. I don't think they'll beat any of the Asian teams going to MSI, but Worlds might be a different story.
Okay, trying to make another play. He does have the Dragon Kick. But just trying to make his presence known. Maybe.
The charms have been
Yeah, why
really
was
on
Kellen
point.
dead when we come out of replay?
But all it does is extends the play, forces the...
Oh, he literally just gets bubbled over a wall and dies. It's a blind bubble, though.
That charm was slick.
Yeah, that charm faker was. The charms have been really on point.
They had just cleared that ward, and so they Keria predicts bubble straight into just getting blown up by headshot. Opportunity, dude. That was the opportunity Caitlyn power spike from the buy.
He's dead. And he is very unfortunate there for Callan. Sona does not give you a lot of room for mistakes as Lucid.
Okay, trying to make another play. He does have the Dragon Kick. But just trying to make his presence known, maybe stop him from taking the turret, as it has been chunked out quite a bit already in this game.
Both these junglers really get the opposite experience, where now it's Owner that doesn't get anything. And he's just sitting on Knight's Vow. Callan ends up going down there to the bubble and then gets chunked, but they feel relatively safe still, because I think Callan still has his ultimate available, as does Aiming. And in the 2v2 in particular, oh, this is going to just be, yeah, beautiful timing on the bubble.
The predicted bubble with opportunity
Yep.
off cooldown so they can deal a bunch of upfront damage.
They have to do a little bit of damage.
All right, so we're just going to get a free Drake here.
Showmaker's here to turn around the trade. Gets there at the perfect timing. Not sure how he sniffed that one out, but excellently done, and that is going to stop T1's dive. They put an end to the Aatrox's reign for now.
We know they only delayed the inevitable, but really big roam there from
Really
Very
bigly.
bigly roam.
He's turning into Donald Trump, guys.
We know they only delayed the
For now.
inevitable, but really big roam there from Show.
Very bigly roam.
My language today is not really on point. One of my friends from the Netherlands is over, and I actually think that really got me. You know, I swapped away from English for a little bit, and it's
That was it. That was the end.
it was just immediately over as the Herald gets picked up here. Showmaker?
Yeah, Owner, he does have Faker nearby. Charm, max range going to hit Lucid, but they do not want to fight this.
No.
So, just going to get him out of dodge, and he should be okay.
So as we chill a little bit, I gotta say, when it comes to compositions that enjoy Chemtech Drakes, at least individual ones, DK is looking great. I thought they had a lot of shielding in their last one, but this one, you get to use the healing power as well by a pretty substantial amount. The core thing, though, and especially with last game fresh in our minds,
Is this the Travis Gafford waiting room? What is the Gaff doing?
can they actually? Because I do think that Annie and
We're going to build a wall to keep the Smolder players out. It's going to be the greatest wall. Chronicler 2024.
And Ari does as well, but Rel really doesn't.
Yeah, but you can't build a wall that contains Smolder. Talia tries to build a wall,
That struggle, I think,
and Smolder just flies over it, dude.
Keenan absorbing so much pressure here, able to hop over, doesn't get hit by the bubble, and then Showmaker shows up perfectly in time. But I am still worried. The big thing for me is that Showmaker, it really, when you look at it, is the engage. Like Flash Tibbers is actually
along these lines, guys. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a brief intermission to show you this fucking hilarious video clip that I saw today.
It's me, Shy people of Arrakis. It's me, Shai-Hulud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse. Just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny. I saw him. I could crush him easily. Folks, you can't trust Pesky Paul. He's got the Bene Gesserit. Nasty women. Those Bene Gesserit trying to control the outcome of events. He's going around the desert. He's going to the south of the southern border. He's bringing up religious fanatics from the south. He's trying to wage a holy war in the whole universe. Now, the Harkonnens, we don't like the Harkonnens, folks. They're terrible. They're terrible. They gave us a bad deal, but I can get a better deal from the Harkonnens. What can I say? They want our spice. It's the most precious substance in the universe. We're going to get a better deal. We're going to make Arrakis great again. It's going to be an amazing time. We're going to have paradise here in Arrakis, not because of Pesky Paul, but because of your old friend Shai-Hulud.
That is fucking amazing, guys. I'm sorry. I just had to share that with you. It's such a funny concept.
Yeah, or a big Meganar, you know, like there's, but that's, you're a lot more reliant, and with Showmaker, all you need is Flash. Like, obviously, Kellen can
Shai-Hulud is going to build a shield wall and make the Harkonnens pay for it.
not get hit by that.
Yeah, I feel like teams just got sick of Vine, and they were like, no, we're just going to ban that every game now. And so you don't get to point and click from the jungle anymore. And Nautilus was looked over this time.
And now, instead, Annie's back.
Yeah.
Malignance is a great item for her, though, to be fair.
It is. It does have a nice amount of synergy. Nice angle here onto Showmaker, but Faker took so much damage. The bubble is huge from the side of Carry. They can't take him down, as now Guma in a lot of trouble. Nicely done with the net, but I don't know.
He missed, Kellen missed the Sona R.
The bubble is huge from the side of Carry. They can't.
Fair.
No, I like how Showmaker's just here chilling by himself, and he just stuns Faker on the engage, so he can't get charms. Flashes backwards, does get charmed and bubbled eventually, but they can't actually kill him. And here's the collapse. Lucid comes in, Q2, kicks him. Kellen, oh no, he misses it.
Done with the net, but I don't know if he's getting out of here. Just gonna hold on to his flash for quite a long period of time. They finally do take it out. They give Kellen the kill.
I think they wanted to get
The actual carry.
The re-engage!
Oh boy, Showmaker going way too close to the sun, and down he will go. They're trying to go for a dive here. The Q is going to go through the gold post on that one.
The health bars are low. Zeus does FTP though. I think T1 might be looking for a turn.
I mean, there's pretty high health bars here on the side of DK, but there's just zero wave.
Maybe they want to just bait out TP. Because while this is happening, Kingen is just gonna get at least.
They have no ults anymore. Like, they have no Sona ult, they have no Lee Sin ult, they have no culling. All right, he goes in.
Lucid, what's going on?
He's trying to dodge abilities by doing Q2 into W.
So again, I suppose just trying to keep him around. But that one looked much more dangerous than I was supposing he was actually going to go for.
Yeah, really taking some risks with that one, but there's not enough cooldown.
All right, can we please go to Drake, guys? Really tragic that it's a Chemtech Soul for Dplus this game. That sucks with the early advantages that they've gotten.
Looking at the cooldowns used, Showmaker initially plays this amazingly. With the realize he actually is surprisingly tanky. The big thing here is that because he burst down Faker, Faker doesn't actually get to do anything meaningful damage.
Showmaker played that well just by putting the pressure onto Faker.
Bit of a tragic ultimate on that one, but it doesn't end up mattering.
Dude, the culling is also fucking garbage.
Like Lucid didn't take that kill.
If they still had culling and Sona ult here, it would be so huge. They could dive this pretty easily. Now, if they had culling to use while they were under the turret, do the fish in the barrel shooting.
2 items spiked on for aiming.
Showmaker, I think, was just a bit overexcited, you know?
He does do that.
A lot of low health bars. He's like, I'm Annie. I can press my Q onto anyone. They're probably going to get very low. Oh, look at this angle. Perfect from the side of Lucid. They just did not see him. Owner is quite tanky. The stuns are coming through, and the turn maybe from Zeus and the TP has a ton of Ari damage. Just coming out here. Showmaker gets termed up. Zeus just did not see. He's like, I'm Annie. I can press my Q onto anyone. They're probably going to get very low.
All right, they have ults back now, so they kick Rel in, stun lock him. Oda doesn't die, though, because they don't have damage. Okay, finally dies, but they had to use literally everything on him. Where's the Sona ult there? Lee Sin ult, Annie ult, Culling. I mean, what the fuck is Kellen doing with Sona ult, dude? He just missed another one. They literally used 4 ults to kill one guy, and now they just all die. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's an R ult. Now they have none. So Faker just goes in. He can get out, gets reset on his ult. Oh, doesn't quite use his last R, though.
And Goodman Carrier like, guys, we're just going to run away from this, I guess.
Almost felt like we'd hit the ball. Oh!
All right, there we go. Bubble
Their team fighting is so bad, guys. Dplus, it's so bad.
Just push them away for now.
It's like, why are we dumping all of our ults to kill a Rel? And they wasted Culling and they wasted Crescendo.
I don't know. Maybe it like auto timed out. And I still feel like I should have wrote it and it would have been a lot faster. TP coming in. They don't have any vision, so they want to make sure that it doesn't get stolen. There is a Rel, but
T1 is like, yeah, we don't care about that, actually.
Yeah, they're not in position.
And now they're going to...
Dragon is going to get taken.
I think he just missed. Dude, is Owner drunk this game?
Is going to get taken.
Is he just fine as well? Is he just going to run away now?
Yeah, no, he's peacing out. It's fine.
You know, if he crashed into the mid turret,
he would have killed the mid turret. Like, he just straight fucks this up, I think. Maybe he thinks he's gonna die because the Sona's there, but Sona doesn't have Crescendo, so Sona can't lock him down long enough for other players to get there to kill him. I think he just missed it.
It's fine.
You know, if he crashed into the mid turret, he might just get stunned up by Sona or something, and then he doesn't know where the rest of the team is. So, the whole idea initially, I think, is the big issue. The rest of it,
I can't
just for comedic effect.
I can't believe that they almost pulled off this fight as well. So this starts off with.
You think Owner is afraid if he dies, then they would go to Baron directly?
Just for comedic effect.
I mean, but then why get into the Herald? Like, I guess he sees Sona, but Sona doesn't have ult. So who is going to kill him? Like, you know they're on Drake, guys. You know they're on Drake. So why would they be there?
Is he just fine as well? Is he just going to run away now?
I don't know, man. Maybe, but that's still a bad call.
You know, if he crashed into the mid turret, he might just get stunned up by Sona or something, and then he doesn't know where the rest of the team is. So
very weird.
The whole idea initially, I think, is the big issue. The rest of it,
I can't
just for comedic effect.
I can't believe that they almost pulled off this fight as well. So this starts off with an attempted pick on Owner, but because he actually gets a Magnet Storm off, he gets way tankier. And then Zeus, as he often does, able to get so much damage on. Amy doesn't get that much done with the calling, and crucially here, Zeus gets the double reset, and that's where you're like, oh boy, especially with Faker also being able to play as aggressive. Okay, he's dead. Being able to play as aggressively as he does on the Ahri, if he gets any assists, ended up being I think, really big at the beginning of that fight. But fortunately for DK, they do have enough of a topside lead that it didn't end up mattering for now. For now, because yes, you killed Zeus there inside. Don't let that distract you from the fact that at any given point, that man still has way too much power on the Aatrox. Now, though, soul points taken, and this reminds me of last game, Valdez.
It does.
If you're a T1 fan, you're like, this is nothing. 2k gold deficit. It's a Chemtech
comfort
soul.
zone. Yeah.
Who cares? And do you know, to those people I say, fair enough. Watch T1 just get Baron and then win.
Right. Also, you can't be worried if you're T1 because
Well, let's take a look at that.
also it just depends on them like being able to kill aiming.
Unfortunate timing. Yeah, I mean, he leaves the bush right as they round. Well, let's take a look at how this happened first.
That is unlucky. He just doesn't see them,
That's
Unfortunate timing.
and they just blow
He
his.
leaves the bush.
They just blow his flash immediately, or blow his Edge of Night. Excuse me. That's what I meant to say.
Unfortunate.
They use Smite to break his spell shield.
He leaves the bush right as they round the
He is
corner.
insta-gibbed by Annie.
unfortunate.
Unlucky.
Even the World's Finals MVP has those moments. So when it happens to you in solo queue, you know it can happen to anyone.
Ow.
That is a lot of hurt coming through. Morello,
But if you're T1 and you're like, wow,
Showmaker.
I guess they're going to have to fight really well and protect aiming in team fights to have any damage, I think you're relatively
Yeah.
confident that you can win this
Matter.
game based on that
Just
Smolder
skill
game that we
gauge
just
drops,
saw.
Maybe you've got a playing this one a little bit more balanced. You know, a lot less mistakes from
Oh, yeah.
loose for them that they don't have a good Drake. I mean, to be fair, he came into the LCK right when Tank.
And maybe this is a different story if it's like, I don't know, a Hex Deck Soul or a Mountain Soul or something.
Didn't look that great. So I think the team was like, can't you
Which
just play
is
tanks
fair.
for us?
I also think that aiming has looked a lot better on specific picks. I think his Lucian was
Like
something
Lucian?
that that we saw last week. He actually was able to really perform well on. Mega Code!
Where did he come from?
Looked a lot better on specific picks. I think his Lucian was
Like
something
Lucian?
that we,
Yeah.
that we saw last
The
week. He
Showmaker is
was
actually
able to
playing
really
super
perform
well. He's the real hero of this game, guys. Look at that. He just appears out of nowhere.
Mega Code!
Descends from the heavens like an avenging angel on top of Owner's head.
Came out of the red buff, but yeah, it was
Do
just
not
Mega
queue
Code
in there,
that
Lucid.
made
No!
And in goes
No!
Lucid. The kick is not enough.
What the fuck, man?
Oh my guy, as he is just going to be taken out here. And once again, Lucid going to get caught out. And with the Baron available, doesn't look like T1 wants to go for it just yet.
That one's on me. I cursed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. And once again, Lucid
Fat shutdown
get caught
onto
out, and
Ari.
with the Baron available, doesn't look like T1 wants to go for it just yet.
That one's on me. I cursed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Like came out of the red buff, but yeah, it was just the Mega Cone, I'd imagine. In goes Lucid. The kick is not enough. That's so
God, he
low,
used
my
Flash there
guy,
too.
as
Jesus.
He's just gonna be taken out here. And once again, Lucid gonna get caught out, and with the Baron available, doesn't look like T1 wants to go for it.
He got
just
so
yet.
horny. He got so horny, guys. He got so horny for Rel.
That's 100% on me. That's how. Oh, that's how it starts, Veldes.
And yeah, once again, we see this Knight's Vow Thornmail build where it just makes these 80 junglers a lot less effective into you.
Very funny start.
Lucid's like, hey, there's no vision here. Faker is coming in from the top lane.
Display
Should
very
I
excusable. Actually,
go into the mystery bush?
back queue. Not at all.
That part, no.
Not even a
It
little
was
bit.
fine until it wasn't.
Great wave as well there from Carriot to ensure, because if Showmaker and Kalen can rotate up, then obviously the play is completely fine. The only way you get out of that is if they like flash over the wave, which no, absolutely not. So big mistake from Lucid, ends up giving up his bounty, but no Baron taken this time around because the rest of DK is still there. And
Look at the damage taken.
This is not a very good T1 game either, guys. Like,
Everybody
Owner is trying his best to lose this game for T1 and like play into Dplus's win condition, but Dplus is too shit to actually win.
They're gonna give this up. I don't
The
think.
healing power works on Sunder the Sky, right?
It does.
And they got a bad soul.
It's actually quite good.
Value.
Oh, they are not. Never mind. They're not giving up all third item spike for Zeus. I've seen this one before, Veldes.
Oh boy. Here we go again. Oh boy. And aiming is in so much trouble. Oh no, he's just gonna get 100-0. The engage was so clean from Faker and Owner. They put 1 and 1 together. And now it's just a 5v3. Everybody else on the side of DK just running away. As T1, they should be able to take down this Drake. And maybe just run straight at the Baron. I will be curious to see what they do. So much.
Never mind. They're not giving up all third item spike for Zeus.
All right, how do you kill
I've
this
seen
front line
before, Veldes.
past a
boy.
certain point,
Here we go
too?
again.
Aiming is caught out because he's in the front line where he absolutely cannot be because he's the majority of his team's damage. He's trying to clear a pink ward.
This one before Valdez.
And then he walks up to trade with Gumayushi while Showmaker is over here. Dude, fuck aiming, dude. Fuck this guy. What is this? He's trying to trade? The only thing that is protecting him is aiming, right? This guy is not close to Mega.
Boy, here we go again.
So he has to dash over the wall, flash, charm. Charm misses,
Boy, and
but he still actually just gets hit by Rel.
boy, here we go again.
Owner has a fantastic engage, gets pulled in, gets destroyed, and now they have no damage. Very nice. Was totally worth killing that pink ward and like double tapping Gumayushi. Aiming is fucking so bad these games, guys.
They should be able to take down this Drake and maybe just run straight at the Baron. I will be curious to see what they do with this lead now.
What if I just don't say nice things about DK anymore? Maybe that's it.
Now they get Baron.
I've seen that coming.
Oh, wait.
But they do have a lot.
Wait, what?
Doesn't miss his circle though.
No, that's not what I expected.
They know this is happening.
So Dplus goes for the Desperation Baron.
Charm. I don't even need it.
Honor doesn't miss his circle though. And they're doing the Baron. They know this is happening. T1.
So they reset after Drake, and Dplus is like, everybody run to Baron now.
Have to kick her out. Have to kick her out.
Nope, just go for the
Showmaker gets hit by Charm. Owner, are they trying to... Guys, are they trying to 50-50 a Baron against a Rel?
flip. Okay, let's see who does big.
Ah! It's the most predictable thing ever.
It's Rel. Who could have seen that coming? As now, aiming's going to go down, and the Desperation Baron attempt is not going to work in favor
Jesus
of DK,
Christ.
and T1 are rolling them. Very nice dodge on the Mega Gnar as
Dude, I fucking hate this team.
About a bajillion CCs.
Fuck
As, wow,
you,
T1 right back in the driver's seat.
DK.
DK.
Perfectly according to plan, Valdez. Woo! Who could have seen it coming? DK, fumble back-to-back plays. Don't get the soul. Don't get the Baron.
I feel so bad for Showmaker. What more could Showmaker have done this game? Excellent picks.
They're gonna try.
Makes a huge TP play in the bot side, only for his team to just be fucking so bad at team fighting and decision making. Showmaker actually just trapped in fucking prison right now. Showmaker, please, can you go to Hanwha? Can you go to Hanwha? That'd be great.
Very scary. He gets hit by the charm, and Showmaker goes down. And JUC lives through so much. Even with the Sona stun coming out, it does not matter. Aatrox, it's pretty good.
Very good. Nami has Mikhails too, I guess.
There was a Nami on the team. Honor also goes in. Forgot there was a DK there. I'm losing it, Chronicler. This game is just off the rails.
I didn't know KT was playing today, Velda. Flip. DK, it's KD.
God
Like at this point,
damn it.
Similar rotation off at
I
least
was
the
so
corner.
excited for D+'s early game, and then they just giga throw.
It's not yet insurmountable. So maybe
Not
they can.
true.
Maybe they can come back. Who am I kidding? Say is fulfilled. Like this is.
Yep, he's also got.
Yeah, he had it.
Yes, QSS, they have
That's why- it was
Mikhails.
actually like, or it might have been Mikhails, and maybe he got now both QSS and Mikhails.
Yeah, it was Mikhails that cleansed him previously, and then he went back and bought
I
QSS.
interest you in lethality Aatrox with 4 Chemtech. Oh, no, my kidding. Game's not gonna last that long.
You can also put Knight's Vow on him just to make him extremely tanky in the front line. Lucid isn't Garbo.
I thought we were gonna
Lucid
have
had some good plays this game. He's just a rookie.
a back and
Lucid's
forth.
team fighting is actually among the best on D+. He just gets fucking trolled by by fucking Kellen and aiming.
They were winning pretty hard in game 2, and now they're not. It's pretty rough.
Why is it his fault that aiming played like shit in team fights these 2 games? He was doing his job.
Give them an inch. A top 2 team in the LCK will take advantage of it. Meganar is going to help out. Nice kick comes in onto Faker, and they do alley-oop him the beat?
Wait,
Was that on purpose?
I hope not. That's way too risky. But maybe they can try and contest now. Probably not. Still don't have vision at all. But they can probably try and shove through mid and maybe turn it into something. Faker still 40 seconds on the clock before he's back. This Drake, definitely a foregone conclusion. Currently in your life for a red buff. That's never.
I remember a certain...
As it doesn't work and you lose flip.
Yeah.
Huh.
They still don't lose soul, even though Faker kind of happy games it right there. So now we have to go into next Baron
He'll
attempt.
sting like a bee and do that kind of thing. But Zeus is...
Press R.
He is the team fight carry at this point in time. Not to say that Guma isn't fed, because he is. But, yeah, I mean, the Aatrox is already so survivable. That one's for you, Atlas. But if you put a Knight's Vow on him, it's going to make it even more glorious.
Oh, no. He's level 18.
Oh, yeah.
No. Kellen's level 13. If he hits 1 Q, I think Kellen just dies.
Well, Zeus is coming on in. Owner has kind of showed his hand. I think they did see Zeus, by the way. There was a ward there. They saw him over the wall.
They don't have engage, though. Right? Like, DK doesn't have a guaranteed way to start a fight. Unless Kingen wants to flash in and go ham.
What the fuck do you mean? They have Annie.
Oh, the charm not going to hit.
What do you mean they have no guaranteed way to start a fight? They have an Annie with flash.
Zeus as well on the flank, not really going to land much.
Maybe it's got to be Showmaker that starts it off. Someone. But look how respectful T1 is playing. Now, Zeus, yeah, he's just going to shove. Just go for the Nexus.
Yeah, nobody can actually 1v1 him, so they have to send multiple people back while they Baron.
If anything went crazy,
yeah,
he's going to force Kingen back, but this inhibitor...
This is good shot calling from T1.
Ooh, I don't know, mini... Yeah, no, it's gone. I don't like it. It's Aatrox.
And they essentially just played tower defense.
They actually waited out Meganar too,
They denied vision and they said, okay, well,
which is really good. So now you can trap up, walk back, potentially do a Baron while he's in mini.
the side lane push.
Big bot wave. Currently being stacked up. Zeus is on his way. Does have the TP available. They're not just... Okay, yeah, I was about to say. Neither team really wants to do Nash here because T1 doesn't want to run the risk of someone...
They just give all the farm to Aatrox, even though he's full build, has Scimitar at this point in time, and is level 18.
Well, we already saw.
He's full build.
Yeah.
Full lethality build.
Those Qs really sting, let me tell you. Wardstone now also done here for Kellen. Not an item we see often, but an item I do really enjoy.
Yeah.
They just can't make any missteps is the problem. Whereas T1, like, owner can just walk forward, like, slightly, and they're like, oh.
Whoa. Hold on. Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, we saw what happened when aiming. What might happen, though, is that DK take mid-prio and then run towards Baron, and then T1 is going to feign that they contest the Drake. Maybe they just give up soul, and it's like, we don't care about the soul, we just want Baron. Could be an angle as well. Either team is just waiting, looking for just the slightest opportunity.
Remember when I said that they would flip Baron again?
Yeah, no, you were right. I should have listened.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to flip Baron. It's fine.
No, they're not doing this again.
Outsmite the Rel.
They need to turn if they're going to do it. You need to use the Annie to turn.
Decent chunk of damage, but
They're so afraid of Zeus. I mean, he's huge.
Okay, he's gonna 1v5.
They're going to try and get Zeus. They need to blow his Edge of Night, though.
Taken out here. Showmaker's taking more damage.
Oh, dude, the lethality Caitlyn. Okay, he just comes in. Oh, they do kill him, but they use everything to do it, so pretty sure they just all die now.
Solo as well. Owner does take him out here as the damage coming out on the poke from Faker and Guma shoots the Meganar. It's desperate. It's not good enough. And the health bars just melt on the side of DK as everybody's going to be cleaned up here on the backside of this fight, aiming.
Well, having Lucian is the only damage in this composition, really working out well.
And it's too late.
Oh,
T1
God.
Win that team fight win will push for the 2-0.
So sad.
According to
I
Black, quick to
I think Dplus had a really good advantage this game, guys.
I just don't know what. I just don't know
We
what.
learned a lot today. We just don't know what it was. That was the 2-0 from T1. And it wasn't clean, but they got there in the end. The Aatrox, the Ahri, the lethality.
Yeah, the opportunity lethality
Yes, you know, they
Caitlyn are definitely hurts
out,
quite a bit.
Zeus in the side lane, but the